So I got a question for you. You're big into guns and everything. What's that
Mhm.
like in the Netherlands? Like, I don't understand, gun laws and rights and all that stuff. What's
Um,
that like there?
so I own guns legally.
Oh, nice.
It's a thing you can do here. It's a little bit of a process. I think they updated it a few times since I did it. I've had guns for like 13 years now. So, but when I did it, basically you have to get what's called a proof of good behavior from like your local
From your teacher?
government.
I promise.
Well, you have to basically go to your local government, your city, what was it called, city hall type thing. You have to ask for proof of good behavior. Basically, they check your record, see if you don't have a criminal record or whatever.
Yeah.
They
Been a
give
good
you like
slave.
this. Yeah, basically, they give you this printout. You go to a gun club. You show them. It's like, hey, I'm a good boy. I want to join the gun club. They're like, okay, we're gonna put you on. We're gonna make you a probationary member for like, I think at the time it was like a year. So
Yeah.
basically, for a year, you can't own any guns. You just go to the gun club. You can use the guns at the club, but you have to do it under supervision. Basically,
Yeah.
so basically, it's them teaching you how to handle guns, and and basically, it's also a form of social control. It's like, hey, we have a year to check you out, see if you're not like a psychopath, because
Yeah.
you're in like this club setting with like 200 sometimes other people. I think our club is like 200 people. So, you're hanging out. We actually have a bar and everything. So,
Liquor and
but-
guns. I like it.
yeah. But then after that year, you can like get your first gun. When I first joined, that could be whatever. Like my first gun was like a 308 sniper rifle. Now they changed it where your first gun for the first year has to be a 22. So now you have to get a 22. Yeah, so you go to a gun store, you buy a 22. They give you all the paperwork that you take that paperwork to the club where you have to like fill out this whole form, and then you take that and all that paperwork to the police, and the police basically prints up a license for you using all that information, and then you go back to the gun store and you have the license, and then you can pick up the gun. You can buy the ammo that's associated with that gun. So if you have a 22, you can only buy 22 ammo. So you can't buy like 9mm or whatever.
But only like one bullet?
Nice. No, you can have up to 10,000 rounds.
Wow. That's a lot.
You're also required to have a safe in your house. So the police will show up to like to check your safe. So have everything stored properly. You have to keep the guns separate from the magazines and the ammo. So all the safes have to have like a little sub safe inside where you store the ammo and stuff, or you can put like a separate safe on top. Like that's what I have, like just a second safe on top of the big safe with all my ammo.
That's very involved. I like it. I mean,
you can have up to 5 guns.
Most of the people I know that are like hunters and shit, they have vaults and all that shit.
Yeah.
So I get all that, but man, that's a lot of hoops.
Yeah. So you can have up to 5 guns. I shoot with my dad, so technically, when we're at the club, we just shoot with each other's guns. So technically, I have 10, but but I can store 5 of them at my own house, basically. And then once a year, usually, like sometimes they skip a few years if they think you're you're cool. The police will actually show up at your house, and they will like check your safe, see if you have everything stored properly and legally. And and then if you want to get a new gun, you have to go through that whole rigmarole again. You have to like get all the paperwork and go to the police, and it's like a whole process. But it's pretty strict.
I thought it was very invasive when like I bought a pistol in Iowa and I live in Illinois, and they had to send it to a gun
FLC
license guy in Illinois,
Okay.
and I had to like wait like a week or 2 or whatever it was. And I was
God.
like, that's fucked up. And meanwhile, you're like, no, and then you got to do that, and you got to jump that. And you gotta
Well, the
go
funny
there.
thing is though, like after all that stuff though, I can own like I said, I have a 308 sniper rifle, I have an AR-15,
Nice.
I have like a Russian AK-47. None of them are full auto, obviously.
Whoa.
But like I can own more stuff than some people in certain American states do. Like Californians for the longest time couldn't own like an AR-15 unless they had like that awful stupid grip on them and shit like that.
Well, you mean legally? You own them legally, because there's plenty of people who own guns.
Like
the problem with gun laws is gun laws are only for the law abiding. You're just
So they
assigning
possess guns. That's the
Yeah,
difference. They
our
don't own
criminals
them.
have-
They possess them.
Yeah.
Well, our
That ain't
criminals
mine.
have full auto AK-47s from like the Eastern Bloc, obviously. So